What's up, freaks and geeks? It's Aedifex. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you guys. I hope it's a good one. And welcome to the Generation 4 breakdown for the OCD-Dex challenge. For those of you that are new here, the OCD-Dex challenge is a Pokemon challenge that I made not too long ago that involves catching every possible obtainable Pokemon in their own native region. For more detailed information, click the video in the eye up above. There's a few minor details in that video that have changed or been updated that we'll go over in this series, but these videos are going to give us a more in-depth look at each generation of Pokemon specifically for the challenge. We're going to go over how many Pokemon you need for each generation, both regular and shiny, and any special exceptions to the rules. This will be a great way to make reference if you're trying out the challenge yourself without getting overwhelmed by the OCD-Dex challenge spreadsheet. It does have a formula built in to track your progress as you highlight the Pokemon you've caught, as well as a few extra features that you can check out by downloading it in the description below or watching the Kanto breakdown video where we go over all the spreadsheet updates. If you haven't realized by now, there will be a dedicated video for each generation, so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to keep up to date with the challenge as well as all the other content that I'm making here on YouTube. I also streamed on Twitch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with Sundays usually being dedicated to the OCD-Dex challenge. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the Sinnoh OCD-Dex breakdown. There are three main categories for the OCD-Dex challenge that can each be broken down into regular and shiny Pokemon. Those are the living Dex, alternate forms, and gender variations. Let's take a look at each section and see how many different Pokemon we'll need. The Sinnoh region gave us 107 new Pokemon, with a lot of them being additional evolutions to pre-existing Pokemon. This is interesting as you could argue that the base form should be caught in the Pokemon's native region, but since that Pokemon was discovered in Sinnoh, catching and evolving them here will do the trick. There are 4 shiny locked Pokemon in this region, and they are Manaphy, Darkrai, Shaman, and Arceus. Manaphy from the Pokemon Ranger games could be shiny, but since the event has long been over, you'd have to hack in the event, and same as before, you could do it, but we're trying to do the challenge by the book. Same goes for Darkrai and Shaman. The original events that you can catch these Pokemon in didn't actually shiny lock them, but since the events are long over and you need to hack them in, they're not going to count. Once the Pokemon Go update for Home is live, shiny Darkrai will be transferable, but at the time of recording, we're not going to include it. Lastly, we've got Arceus, the Pokemon god himself. While there was a Japanese event that gave out shiny Arceus, in the US there is currently no way of getting a shiny version, so your count might vary slightly depending on your region. There are 16 alternate forms in Sinnoh, and with none of them being the shiny lock legendaries, there will also be 16 shinies. The first 6 forms are Burmy and Wormadam, 7 through 10 are Shellos and Gastrodon, and lastly our final 6 slots will be the different Rotom forms. Luckily enough, Rotom can breed, which means you won't have to play through this game over and over again like we needed to for Deoxys. There are 31 pairs of gender variants in the Sinnoh region for a total of 62 Pokemon. Seeing that Gen 4 is the generation that gender variants were introduced in, it makes sense that this is the region with the highest count. None of these Pokemon are shiny locked, so there's another 62 Pokemon for the count. So we have 107 Pokemon in our living Dex, 103 in our shiny living Dex, 16 alternate forms with the same amount of shinies, 62 gender variants, and 62 shiny gender variants, giving us a grand total of 366 Pokemon in the Sinnoh region, with 185 regular and 181 shiny Pokemon. As always, these Pokemon need to be caught in their native region with your original trainer name so you can hunt them down in... That's right, you can only hunt them down in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Well, until we get remakes, you're going to have to dust off that good old DS for this challenge. Good luck on your quest, trainers. I'll see you again soon for the Unova region breakdown. Until next time, stay nerdy, my friends, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!